Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dede Yani from class MBI MNJ 23 AB. I will present a little about business and strategic risk management. In today's business world, risk is no longer something that can be entirely avoided. It is present if every decision is very step on innovation and even if very promise opportunity. Therefore, understanding and managing risk has become a crucial competence for any organization that wishes to survive, grow, and lead amidst fierce competition. In this video, we will dive into how a strategy approach to risk management can make the difference between a company that falters and one that flourishes. Let's begin by understanding what business risk actually means. Business risk encompasses all forms of autocratically that could impact an organization's ability to achieve health. In objective, this includes financial risk, such as sudden market volatility, eroding revenue, current fluctuation, inflating import costs, or credit default disrupt cash flow. There are also operational risks arising from human error, system failure, and the enable of excellent business process efficiently. And we must not forget compliance rights, where value tend to outlaw or regulation can lead not only to heavy fines but also to reputational damage that is often irreparable. But simple, talking about business rights is not enough. In this fast-spreading era, organizations must also identify strategize risks that emerge from major shifts in industry, technical disruption, or changes consumer preference. To anticipate the strategy risk, company must diligently track industry trend, monitor technological development, and keep a close eye on competitor motivate falling to antipass, change can mean losing relevance, losing market share, and ultimately losing existence. Besides the external factor, organization must also look inward. Every organization has its own vulnerability whenever its results constraints, technical deficiencies, weak organizational structure, or an inflexible corporate culture. Identifying this internal weakness is crucial so that external pressure do not exploit the unimaginative potential threat. Often, it is not the external attack that is fatal, but the internal fragile that makes it so. Moreover, we must broaden our perspective by observing macro external factors, political shift, the reshape regulatory landscape, global economy dynamic, the siege, price stability, social change, the redefines consumer value, and environmental challenge that demand greater corporate responsibility. That factors are not just a backdrop, they are the actual battlefield upon which business must negative. After identifying the rise, the next critical step is its to statistical assess and analysis them. We need to calculate the probability, the likelihood that a rise even will occur. Using historical data and industry benchmark, this is not good smart work. It is precise data-driven approach. We then evaluated the impact not just in financial terms, but also in terms of reputation damage, customer relationship disrupt, and impact of employer morale and productivity. In this process, prioritization becomes essential. Not all risks should be addressed with the same level of urgency. Organizations must focus their research on the most critical risks. Choose that is realized one certain the very core of their objective. At the same time, it is vital to recognize the interdependencies between risks. One risk event can trigger other, creating a domino effect that magnifies destruction. Understanding this interconnection prepare us to manage complex crises more effectively. Next comes the development of effective mitigation strategy. Some risks are best evident entirely by discontinued curtain rise activity. Other can be reduced through actions, internal control, improved employee training, or moderation of technical infrastructure. Some risks can be transferred to third parties to ensure or outscoring arguments. And in certain situation, organization may consciously defend to accept specific risks based on careful cost-benefit analysis. However, strategy alone are not enough if they are not embedded without a structural framework. Risk management must become part of organization DNA. It must start with comprehensive risk identification, process to precise risk assessment, be followed by timely and coordinated response, and conclude with conscious monitoring to ensure that the situation remain under control and the response remain relevant. Monitoring risk exposure requires the use of key risk indicator or CARIS. The early warning signal help organizations detect escalating risk before they escalate into major problems. Furthermore, risk reporting must be transparent and timely. Ensure that stakeholders remain informed and are able to participate in their decision-making process. Risk management process must never be static. They must be continuously updated, evaluated, and refined in response to new development. Continued employment lies at the heart of active risk management. Only through regular evaluation and ongoing learning can organizations ensure that their risk system remain relevant, resilient, and responsive to the changing environment. Even more importantly, risk management must not operate in isolation. It must be integrated into every business decision-making process. Whenever it's strategy planning, launching a new product enter the market, or pushing margin and acquisition, risk consider must always be part of the conversation. Only in the way can risk management become a strategy enable, not just a administrative task. Building a risk-aware culture across the organization is a long-term commitment that demands unwavering leadership support. To management must actively champion risk management, visibly allocating resource and prioritize decision at all levels. They must ensure that employees are training to regions and address risk confidently within their everyday roles. Risk communication must be two-way and transparent. Very individual within the organization shall be empowered to report risk within full of request result is such an environment. Risk can be detected early and corrective action can be implemented before issues spiritual out of control. Finally, we must realize the managing business risk is not merely about survival. It is about creating a sustainable, competitive advance. Organization can manage risk effectively are more ugly, more confident in seizing opportunities, and more prepared to face the uncertainty of the future. With a holistic approach, a supportive culture, and a relentless plan of continued improvements, we can rise from enemies into powerful allies on our journey toward long-term success. Let us building the future of our organization on a foundation of strategy, a foundation built upon risk awareness, strategy, re- resilience, and unyielding commitment to getting better every single day.